Hey there, Zombie here, and welcome back to Persona 5 Raw. Last time we've just been zooming through October, through the exams and all that stuff. I messed up one prompt, unfortunately. This time, let's go ahead and start with brewing some coffee.
Oh.
Get a few points with Sojiro, even though we have been working up. I mean, I love the smell of coffee. Not much of a fan of a taste. Maybe I just haven't found the right coffee.
All right.
Two master coffees. Oh, they're not gonna let me have it. Or did he?
Hmm.
I mean, yeah.
Let me explain.
The high altitude, rainy climate, and soil of Colombian mountains create a strong foundation for their high quality coffee. Mourinho Big Coffee has a creamy, viscous body that coats the mouth with fruity and nutty flavors. I'm working on it. Thank you. Thank you for giving me the bonus points.
Well then.
There's a big day tomorrow. Our ranks are going down even more.
Damned phantom thieves.
Everyone talking smack about the Phantom Thieves murder. Do, 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 do.
They were there today too, right? Yeah. What do those damn cops think they are? They can't just stare us all down like that. Maybe the rumors are true. Maybe there's a phantom thief at our school.
I mean, more than one.
Okay, quiet down.
The police are here at the school, so be sure to not get in the way. Oh, and for various reason, the school festival got moved to the 25th. There was talk of canceling, but we couldn't just do that. I'm sure the preparations will be rough, but don't push yourself too hard. Do 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 do.
Well then, next up is Takamaki-san and you two will go together.
Huh? Why together?
Why? They'll probably have one of you wait outside. That's how they've been doing it so far.
Oh yeah, right.
Those are the instructions the detectives gave us. Just don't say more than is necessary and try and get it over with quick.
Take a seat.
What's up, bro?
We're sorry to take your time. This will be over quick. Let's see. Ah yes, you're the one currently under probation.
Yes, sir.
It says here you had a dispute with Mr. Kamoshida?
Yeah, that happened.
You're more hot-blooded than you look. You spend time with quite an interesting group. Yusuke Kitagawa and Haru Okumura? The more friends, the better, right? I'm sorry to have taken your time. You're free to go now. Oh, I almost forgot. There's just one more thing I have to ask you. Do you think the Phantom Thieves are associated with this school?
Hope not.
Don't worry. We're here to keep all of you safe, okay?
Thank you for your
Yeah,
time.
sure.
Your responses will serve as great reference material. Takamaki-san is next. Could you ask her to come in?
Yes, sir. Gotta cooperate.
I got so nervous, I almost stuttered a few times. I thought I was used to police questioning by now, too.
Seems we were all asked the same questions.
That's how they get you. They do that on purpose, then wait for someone to slip up.
I hope you didn't.
It was probably fine. Oh, it would have been done for if they saw how sweaty my hands were, though.
To think my name would come up as well.
Sounds like we can't take the police lightly either.
Hey, didn't you think that detective guy was scary?
Yeah, seem normal.
Not to me. He looked like someone who's dealt with dangerous criminals.
I'm sorry for all of this. It's because of my sister.
That's not true, Mako-chan.
It's not as though I hadn't predicted this would happen, but now that it's become reality, I'm unsure of what to do.
We need to make sure we don't draw suspicion, and work to clear our names. Right?
Right.
It ain't your fault, Makoto.
I'm gonna try to see how far along this investigation really is.
I'm worried about the police too, but as of now, anyone in this city could be a mole.
We were so popular, too. Haru, can I ask you to search your father's belongings for clues about a possible culprit? I know it may be tough on you.
No, it's okay. Now isn't the time for me to look away.
As for everyone else, you need to be cautious of how you spend your time at school. So, I've decided to have you 3 second years join me on the school festival executive committee.
Why?
It will allow us to gather without drawing suspicion.
Plus, trying to blend in will only do the opposite.
Fine.
I agree. The more time I have to kill, the more time I'll spend worrying about all this stuff. No matter what happens, I don't want to regret my decisions.
Don't jinx it!
It would be no surprise if they came directly to our homes for questioning. They showed up at your school after all. I should remain cautious.
For now, the best option is to stay on the defensive. But we won't make progress at this rate. Let's try and figure out who the real culprit is somehow, okay?
Of course.
Still can't leave.
What do you want to do?
Let's make some curry.
Make sure your clothes up.
Oh, you're not going to stay and try the curry?
Let me explain.
Grated fruit is frequently used as a secret ingredient in curry. The hint of sweetness makes for a subtle, delectable flavor. Apples are recommended due to their fiber. Stewing the apple will bring out its sweetness, balancing the spice of the curry. Never knew apples would go so well with spicy curry. You throw it all together with such gusto. Could it be the secret ingredient is confidence? No. Yeah.
All right.
Oh! Well then.
Yes. I have another suggestion. Call for the arrest of the Phantom Thieves, then mobilize the police. The rest will go as you mentioned. Still, I'm truly amazed at the atrocious methods you come up with.
What's going on?
I totally froze up when the cops talked to me. I bet they consider me a suspect now. How much longer are they going to do this? We should be busy preparing for the school festival right now. Why'd they decide to have the school festival so late anyways? I mean, changing the date just because our school's all over the news. Moving it to next Tuesday only makes it more work for us. We won't be able to invite friends from other schools now since they're holding the festival on a weekday. It's also be an inconvenience for anyone we already invited. And what about the post-festival party? Will there be enough people for the student sharing special? It's going to be a real weird festival with morale so low. Speaking of annoying media, we've been getting phone calls in the faculty office. The absurdity was, who exactly are the Phantom Thieves? That's what we want to know. We really have no method they're using. Killing someone without directly interacting with them is like magic. Speaking of magic, did you know there's a magic in math too? A magic square? A square is in which adding up numbers in any row, column, or diagonal give you the same total. Oh, good. Look at this.
Do you know this one?
Teen.
This is it.
Correct.
Nice going!
If you had to choose, would you try to find the Phantom Thieves or solve 200 million magic squares? I choose the magic squares, hand down. They might both be magic, but magic squares can be calculated. Math doesn't kill them. That's so damn boring. Bunch of messages. Let's go.
Damn it. We don't have time to be doing crap like this.
You don't need to keep mentioning it. We're doing this to keep suspicions off of us, remember?
Goro Akechi. This one too, Akechi.
They're mostly the same over here as well. Everyone's so eloquent when they can be anonymous. It's like they never accepted us to begin with. It would be nice if you did some work too, Ryuji-kun. You came to help us count these, right? Come on, leader. Can you tell him too?
We're gathering information too, you know, like online and stuff.
I guess that's one way of saying it.
Whoa, look here. This ain't good.
Criminal profiling? The acts of thievery committed by the Phantom Thieves are mere fakes. And their true goal is murder? Every heart they changed before Okumura was just a warm-up?
So now they're accusing us of being a bunch of killers.
God, this is so effing stupid! Damn it!
We have the results. First place is Goro Akechi.
What? Akechi?
What are you so surprised for? We've been mentioning him this whole time.
Seriously? Not some singer or an idol?
It's because of us that his popularity has skyrocketed.
We're the ones counting the results. Can't we just make him up? We don't have to get him.
People will figure that out. He won by a landslide.
I knew people would vote for him, but this is way more votes than I was expecting.
It would be best for us to avoid inviting such a clear danger upon ourselves. I'd like a little more time to think about who to ask.
That reminds me. How is Futaba-chan doing? She seemed like she was looking into something on her own. Has she told you anything?
Let's leave it to her.
We're not gonna get arrested because the police tracked her down, right? That's the last thing we need now.
Even one clue would work wonders for us. We should let her continue with her own investigation. I hope she finds something.
Hey.
Yo.
In response to the police identifying the Phantom Thieves as primary suspects, Goro Akechi had this to say.
Even though my opinion has been met with criticism, I've held fast that the Phantom Thieves are not just. However, I believe the recent series of suspicious deaths is unrelated to their actions.
What? Did I hear you correctly? But Akechi-san, you were the first to caution everyone about the Phantom Thieves. Were you not?
This doesn't change the fact that they are indeed a dangerous group. That said, I would like to express that immediately linking them to this case is far too hasty. There are still many questions to be answered here. It feels as though there is more to this.
After this conference, Akechi-san announced he will be limiting his media appearances and... I wonder why the sudden change.
Uh-huh.
What are you staring at your phone like that for? Oh, are you going through a breakup?
That's not it.
Whoa, no need to deny it so seriously. It was just a joke. By the way, you haven't been causing any trouble, have you? I heard the police showed up at your school.
Not me. Oh. Crash. Did you crash? Okay. We're looking good. Nothing about me.
As long as you're not getting involved. Well, fine.
Okay. I'm back to being able to do stuff.
That's incredible.
Welcome.
Okay, got everything there.
Yeah.
How can I help you?
Yeah. Good evening.
Okay, so we're gonna
All right.
take. Let's hang out. Let's go to Booktown.
Let's go.
I must be ready for any opponent, no matter how strong. And to do that, I must study as much as I can. Look at all these books. It's not going to be easy to find. You can take your time.
Yes.
Any of them are good. I do my best to look for it. It would make me happy if you could assist me. Rather than search blindly, we should study the shelves and come up with a strategy. Let's get an idea how the books are arranged. Is it by title or author? Let's take a good look around the store to fully understand the layout. I'd also like to find a book about shogi problems as well. I'll explain why
I look
research.
forward to it.
Now then, if we approach this methodically, we'll find it. I appreciate your persistence. The cloak gave me a gift. It's quite a lovely ornament. Perhaps it would look nice in your room. We got the king piece.
Thank you very much.
Makoto, has Nijima-san told you anything about the investigation?
Well, Sis actually stopped mentioning anything about work in front of me. It's possible I made some sort of mistake. Regardless, I thought over the matter of who we're going to invite for our school festival. I'm considering asking Akechi-kun.
For real? Weren't you talking about how you didn't want to draw danger to us or whatever?
I understand this is dangerous, but without a powerful source of intel, we won't be able to win against the police network. And I can no longer rely on my sister for information.
Wait, is this because of Akechi-kun's police connections? You're going to use him as your powerful source of intel? Bold move. I'm surprised to hear that suggestion coming from you, Makoto.
Did you see his press conference yesterday? One of his comments defending the Phantom Thieves stood out to me. There is more to this. I think he said that knowing for certain that the Phantom Thieves would be watching.
It isn't a trap.
Still, there will be so many other students at the school festival. What are the odds of success?
It's a gamble, and the odds are less than favorable. But we can no longer afford to hesitate. What are your thoughts? Should we invite Akechi-kun?
I'll leave it to you.
In that case, I'll do it. Is everyone else okay with that?
I'm good. Whatever he says has got to be more reliable than what I've been able to come up with.
It would be reassuring to gain him as an ally, rather than simply a source of information.
Hold on. How are we even gonna get in touch with him? It's not like we got his contact info.
Got his number.
For real?
Could you send that my way, please?
There you go.
I'll contact him right away.
Gotta say, I'm really not big on this Akechi deal.
Now's no time to be petty.
Just think of him as a source of intel, nothing more.
I have a response already. He says let me think about it.
Akechi is very
Didn't
quick.
he say he wasn't gonna do any more stuff for the media?
That's likely why he's so hesitant.
What are we gonna do if he turns us down?
I'll keep trying. Maybe frustrating, but he's all we have at the moment. We need him to do it no matter what.
We're counting on you, Makoto.
I mean, we're not relying on him yet.
Hey,
Oh, cool.
Let's do it.
It's been a minute since I saved. This doesn't pass time, does it? Okay, that does not pass time. Yeah, let's go do the sun. Yeah, his son.
What's wrong?
I heard you met with Kuramoto's grandson. You got your ears to the ground, huh? And to think that he's the candidate the party is backing to ruin my chances of winning. I'll be completely straight with you, since I already asked you to be my right-hand man. We're currently fighting the Kuramoto group.
What?
You're fighting with Mr. Kuramoto? I have ambitions of my own, you know. I owe him for all he did for me, but I don't want him to have influence over me forever. All the more, now that he's secretly working with Shido's diet members. I know he asked you to join his group, but I think you should decline his offer. They want to keep you on leash so you won't reveal any damaging information. The real culprit of the expense misappropriation you were planning for is Old Man Kuramoto.
What in the world?
What did you say? I searched through the party's off-the-record accounts from 20 years ago. There's no doubt. You can still forgive him. He led you into the political world and kicked you out in the worst way. But why? Seems he bought his popularity, and as a result, he was having some serious financial trouble.
I see.
It sounds as if you're saying that this is my opportunity to clear my name. And so you need an answer from me on whether or not I'll be your right-hand man, yes? His own grandson already tried to persuade you, therefore I can't wait any longer. If you join me, you can accuse Kuromoto of its crime. You can clear your name and put no good Tora behind you. This is your best and last chance. Join with Meshushita and take my revenge against Mr. Kuromoto, but drop out of the election. So the sun goes up no matter what. You don't need to select any special crimes. That's a difficult decision.
Yes.
Matsushita, appreciate the offer, but I must refuse. You have no conceivable reason to refuse. My goal is to become a member of the Diet, not a right-hand man. I will not cast aside my beliefs. On that, I stand firm. This information would be the deciding factor in taking down Kuromoto. I'm sorry. Don't worry about it. I was simply offering you a deal. I assumed you might decline it. Very well. Please forget it. I apologize for bringing it up so suddenly. I'll talk to the party and provide support for your next speech about the Phantom Thieves. Why are you doing this? I don't want a debate about Phantom Thieves. I simply want to draw attention to them. And you can assert your innocence there, on a grand stage. To be frank, I'll be happy as long as the Kuromoto group's influence diminishes. Tonkin, don't speak a word of this to anyone for both our sakes. Very well then. Feels like I'm caught in the crossfire of a political conspiracy. My friend's trying to take advantage of me while my former mentor is trying to win me over. To achieve my dream, I have to set aside my beliefs. What should I do? Stick to your beliefs.
Yes.
You're right. Betraying myself means betraying my supporters, which also means betraying you. For some reason, just talking with you always helps me make up my mind. It's as if my heart is being manipulated. Perhaps, if the Phantom Thieves truly exist, then I'm sure they're very much like you. For some reason, you stood by me. No good Tora. We didn't have any supporters.
Actually,
I've been thinking about this for a while, actually. You must have experienced cruelty and injustice in this life. I can tell by the look in your eye. That's why I sense your desire to help the weak. The strength to stand up to hecklers, to Meshushita, to Kuromoto's grandson. You're no ordinary high school student. Even I know that much.
hey,
Would you care to talk about it? So what if you're right? Just a joke. Sorry, I crossed the line there. I've always lacked restraint in these situations. See what I did there? I relieved the tension by making fun of myself. Think of it as an advanced technique for winning people over. New thing? Occasionally lets you skip negotiation when attempting to obtain the persona.
All right.
Nice.
you're right.
Alright then. Well, I'll at least make good use of Meshushita's help setting up my next speech. I feel like I'll be able to fully express my beliefs if you're there with me.
I shall ask you again another time.
We can discuss it again at the speech.
Well then, I'll see you again.
Good work today. Thank you for tagging along today. Goodness. I've gotten you wrapped up in a whole messy past now. I told you before, becoming a Diet member shouldn't be your only goal in life. I still stand by those words, of course. But what are your thoughts on what happened today? Say you were in my shoes. Could you say with all confidence that you wouldn't be swayed by such a lucrative debt? Humans are easily swayed. One glimpse of a temptation could be all it takes to make us forget our principles. That is why you must never forget what's truly important to you. Do you understand? Never forget it. Good. Life is full of test decisions. I can only hope today's lesson will nourish your growth. Well, the real battle begins today. I need to devote myself to this fully. After all, I can hardly afford to disappoint you. Alright. See you next time. I'll be counting on you.
Good morning. Well...
Senpai, have you been sleeping well? You look kind of tired. It might not be my place to ask, but are you okay? I'm fine.
Yes.
Well, alright then. Oh, that reminds me, the school festival is tomorrow, isn't it? I had no idea that the preparations would take so much work. I underestimated it. But working with everyone to put everything together feels great. I hope we all have a fun time tomorrow. Well, I'm going to do some training today. So please excuse me.
Hey.
You hear who we're getting for our guests here? Oh, you mean Akechi, right? I kind of saw that coming. Everyone I know voted for him. Didn't you say he wasn't going to make any more princes, though? Why do you agree to come here? Probably has to do with the Phantom Thieves. Wasn't Akechi going on around saying how evil they were before? Oh yeah, that proves they're connected to our school somehow then. You're right. Maybe he'll tell us stuff about the case. No way am I going to miss Phantom this year. Time for a class question.
Yes.
I met a friend from college the other day. We got caught up talking about old times. Some of those old stories sound too crazy to be true. Now that we got so many years behind us. Sometimes people have a hard time remembering what's real and what's exaggerated. This kind of stuff happens to you guys too, right? But there's a reason for this phenomenon. This phenomenon has a name too.
How about you?
Alright. From a psychological standpoint, what's a key reason our memories can differ from reality? Memory bias.
This is it. Right.
Impressive. It's a type of cognitive bias that can impair or even alter your memories. Specifically, the name of the phenomenon in question is called false memory. Like the name implies, it's a case where our brain may generate memories that simply aren't true.
Nice going!
Yeah. Still, all my stats are max, so I don't have to worry about that. Still, if your subconscious desire manifests as a memory, I don't think that's a bad thing. Do. Look, we got the castle. Top of the class. Hey, so Drew, I got top of the class. Can I have a reward? Listen, I just need to text him, that's it.
Welcome home.
What's a bit of flirting, right, between friends? Honey, I'm home.
You're back awfully late. How has business been for you lately?
Take a look around. Is the Nijima lady doing well?
Unfortunately, we haven't seen each other lately. We had a difference of opinion.
What are your thoughts, Representative Shido? It doesn't surprise me that people say our country is lethargic. We've let these phantom thieves run amok. And because they've targeted only prominent figures, our government leaders have been hesitant to act. I apologize for any concern they may have caused, and will henceforth search for an apt countermeasure.
That politician's really honorable. I like how quick he says he's gonna do everything.
This is an important undertaking, and one I intend to confront with every asset available to me. The selfish criminals enacting this social reform are in fact the ones most deserving of reformation. Answering to the interests of the people as hastily as possible is my natural duty as a politician.
Man, this guy is admirable.
Rampant political scandals, thieves on the loose. As sad as it is, this is the state of our nation. We must resolve this problem, and I assure the people of this noble country that I will do just that.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit.
What are you standing there staring off into space for? You're creeping me out.
Oh, that's nothing.
I'm not worried or anything. You're just blocking the store entrance.
That politician is honest and carries an overwhelming amount of charisma. It feels like a trustworthy leader for Japan has finally come forth. Don't you think, boss?
Sorry, wasn't listening.
Criminals, Well, that must be how he sees it. However, that is ignorant of their true nature. If these people attack others with no remorse, why would they make a teacher and an artist apologize? Could a murder truly have been enacted by the same group? If this Okumura incident was not the Phantom Thieves, if they only change the hearts of criminals, then even though they can't be considered innocent, perhaps my goals are not so different from theirs.
Are you a fanboy?
I knew there was something special about you. Ever since the first time we met, I feel as though I could tell you anything during our conversations. Oh, that reminds me. I've been invited to a panel at Shujin Academy, and... wait. I'm sure you know that already. Considering it's such a good opportunity, I've decided to accept the offer. Thank you for the coffee. It was delicious.
Glad you liked it.
I'm happy I could see you. I'll be going now.
Have a good one. See you tomorrow. That kid was going on some real complicated stuff. He's probably a fair bit smarter than you, huh? Nah. Oh, I didn't notice I'd gotten a response from Akechi-kun. He accepted the lecture and like... I heard. Really? So confused about how I got the response. Or how I knew. Decently. Yoshike's like, can I talk to a psychiatrist, please? I need to. Perfect chance to relax. Let's just chill. Hey.
Yo.
Perfect.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go look at. We've gotten a couple of accessories. So the sense mirror. No sleep. No sleep for me. Okay. We're going to go ahead and end the episode here. But in the next one, school festival time. But thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.